Okay, so we added another layer. We're going to go down here to the bottom, and I'm going to click the bottom, not the very bottom one, the blue one. And I'm going to take my rectangle select. I'm going to take it off of rounded corners so that it's square again. And I'm just going to grab a piece. That should be big enough. And copy it. Undo my rectangle select. Go back up to my new layer. Click it. And paste. And I'm going to put that over the top of a pant. And I'm going to bevel it. And I'm going to add a drop shadow to it. But first I want it anchored. I'm going to add a drop shadow. Okay. And maybe more of one than that. Let's try this. Okay. So, 1, 2, okay. What I'm going to do is merge it. I did it twice. So I'm going to merge it twice. Just a second. Okay. Now, all I'm going to do is duplicate that layer. Okay, I want one to be on her back. Duplicate it. And maybe put one here. And then merge down twice. Duplicate the layer. Transform, flip it horizontally. And slide it over. And we'll see if that's in the right spot. It looks like it is to me. Now the one thing about beveling this is it kind of looked like it flattened it at the top. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a new layer, and I'm going to get that ellipse tool again, and I'm going to try to make it a little rounder. So I'm going to do that, fill it with gray, copy it, undo it all, paste it, put it right over the top. I'm trying to get it to look like, that looks like it might be looking a little rounder. Go back to my gradient. And I'm going to bevel it again, and hopefully it won't take it. It won't look like it cut it off. It looks a little rounder to me. Does it look a little rounder to you? And then you can just, yeah, the other one looked kind of like it was cut at the top. So anyways, and then once you got it in over the top of that one, you can always go and add another drop shadow under it if you want. Now, let's see what our pant looks like. Our pants should be done if it looks good. Our fly comes down a little bit. We have a buckle. Our belt is meeting all the way around. Everything looks like it's seamless. And it's just if you like it. And if you like it, then we're done. Do you like it? Now, if you wanted to, you can also add where it looks like there's pockets. I forgot about that part. So you would add another layer. Let's see. I forgot about pockets. We're going to go back down to the blue color. We're going to go back to our rounded corners. We don't want a big pocket, so maybe like that. Copy it, undo it, and then go back up here to our new layer. Paste. Oops, we don't want that. Okay, we're going to put it. Okay, so we're going to put it above our butt a little bit. And bevel it. And add, I always anchor it before I do my drop shadow because it won't look good. So where's our drop shadow? We're going to do, I'm just going to do a little drop shadow, a 1. Now if you want, you can erase the drop shadow off the top of this. You could go to your drop shadow, go to your eraser, and erase the top. And then it's only shadow underneath. And then go to your blur and blur the edge so that you don't see that you erased it so clearly. Okay, so now you want to merge those two together. Your drop shadow, let me make sure I'm on it. Click that one, merge down to the drop shadow, and duplicate the layer, transform, and it went to this side, and then you save it and see if your pocket, and you could do this in a square, you don't have to do rounded corners, it's up to you. And you might want to take the drop shadow down, or maybe even, I merged them all together, so let's see. We could just take all of it down a little bit. Or another thing you could do is angle them. I think it might need to be angled just a little bit. And maybe even a little smaller. So let's see. I'm going to undo, 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 add a layer. Okay, so on this layer, it should be the correct layer. I'm just going to take my rotate, and I want to see which way I want it to rotate. Okay, rotate it a little bit, and then I'm just going to go to my layer and scale it. And I'm going to try 200. Oops, I don't want that. Go back to my move button and put it where I want it. Maybe rotate it a bit more. I'm going to move it down more on her butt and see what that looks like before I copy the other side. It needs to go over more. Just duplicate, transform, move this one. It's inside the belt buckle, about an inch. I can't tell. Can't tell if it's even because of her. Okay, it looks even now. So she's got a little flap of a pocket, and on the front, add a layer. And if you want another, like, sort of, kind of, that little pockety thing, you find your blue color and basically hold your shift. Let me see how much it would have to go. I'm going to start it up here. Kind of curve it. Okay. Alright, I'm going to select it. And for decor, I'm going to add a bevel. And then I'm going to drop shadow it. And then merge it to the drop shadow. And take my arrow until it comes down. And now it's underneath it. And where to go? It's not there. Okay. Where did I put it? There it is. Okay, now I'm going to click it. And I'm going to take my opacity down on it so that it's less noticeable. And duplicate it and flip it, and then it's on the other side. Now another thing that you can do also is you can add a layer and get black, add some black paint in there, blur it up, get your eraser, and erase underneath it. And then you can just play with the opacity of it however you want. And now she has like front pockets. But you can see you're making yourself a pant like this pant is not a high definition pant, but you're making it look like it is. With with all the shadows and everything and all the details, you're making it look like it is. So that would be the pant part of your outfit. And let me stop the tape.